In this video, we're going to go over accessing and using rubric templates within Otis. We'll be going over where the assessment folder is, the difference between your assessment folder and the shared assessment folder, how to clone a rubric, how to rename that, and adding Google Suite files to that rubric. This video is going to go over how to access and clone rubric templates to use to share Google files. You can go on the RCSD learning site and you can see that there's an overview on what rubric cloning to share Google files is. You can also see there's an elementary and middle school example. This is going to be how to access the shared templates within your Otis. So in your Otis, you go to assessments. This has been shared with all district employees right now. So you should have in your shared with me folder area an RCSD learning behavior levels 1 through 8 rubric bank. Before we get into that, one thing I do want to show you is all the assessment areas you can create nested folders. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that I'm gonna make a folder called test rubric. And I'm going to go ahead and put these that I made just to practice making rubrics. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And I realized that I actually want to make it plural. So I can click edit and do that. So I'm going to click on the RCSD learning behavior folder. And you can see that there's 4 different rubric blanks in there. There's the elementary learning levels, the learning behaviors for work completion and engagement for middle school, and the middle school formative. So you would want to select the one that's appropriate for you. And you can see it's shared by the Roseville City School District Administrator account and it's locked. What you're wanting to do is click on the 3 ellipses on the right and you want to clone to your folders. This is going to make that assessment now be in your folders. So here I'm going to name it whatever I want. I'm going to get rid of that and I'm going to go ahead and remove that and I'm going to call this assignment 1. You can name it whatever you want, and if you need to change anything you can. If it's, let's just say this is homework, and I'm going to leave it on the elementary formative scale and I'm going to hit save. Now if you click on all, you can see that that is now in your folder. Moving forward, you're more than welcome to click back in this folder and do the same process. But now since it's in your assessment folder, you can do it there as well. All you would need to do is clone. And I'm going to title this one Assignment 2 and hit save. And now you can see that I have that in there. Once I click on it, you can see that the scale descriptions and the limited, basic, and target are there. I'm going to go ahead and choose a file from the drive. And I'm going to go ahead and just pick student assignment and save. And this is where I can tell it to make a copy for each student. So when I click on that, now there is a folder in my Google Drive labeled with my class title. And there would be a document named student assignment with each student's name. And that document is shared with each student. So that's the purpose of these rubric blanks, is to share Google files similar to how Classroom shares them. If you need a little more information on the why and the how of that, go back to this video on the learning site and watch rubric cloning to share Google files. It'll walk through that process. Once again, you'll go into assessments. If you don't have them yet, you'll click on the learning behavior shared with me folder. You'll find which rubric blank you want and you're going to clone to your folder, and you would rename it, save, and then when you click on all for your folders, it's in there and you can go in and attach it. You can rename it, and these are once again for formative assignments. They are not assignments that are put in the gradebook or attached to standards.